So let's talk about mantra for the episode 7. Last week we were able to dwell more on some of the major um, roadmap as at the quarter 4 that we are hoping, and we are waiting to. Uh, yeah, you are not hearing. Wow. I think you need to check your mic. Um, uh, so tonight we will be looking at uh, some important information. Like I said, as we know that MANTRA DAO is actually I won't say it's a new launch project, and I will not say it's an old project, but I just want you to know that it's one, or let me say the first DeFi project that was launched on Polkadot ecosystem. In case you are not aware of this, maybe you are not certain about what MANTRA DAO is. So MANTRA DAO is the first, let me just put it this way, is the first app as far as the file system or the file ecosystem in general is concerned. When you are relating it to Polkadot ecosystem, MANTRA DAO is the first app as far as the file is concerned when you talk about Polkadot ecosystem in general. So take note of these, and so that in your maybe discussion with your friends, or you are trying to explain what Polkadot is and what in relation with MANTRA DAO, you should be able to understand the area where we are actually looking at it from. So looking at it, when the file project or the file in general is booming, so MANTRA try to come in to promise uh, every crypto lover a space whereby they can actually get passive income for themselves. And we are able to achieve this by trying to making use of an application within the financial system that is key to financial system. And we talk about the staking, lending, and some other important aspects of um, financial system. So I'll be looking into um, the MANTRA website, and also we check into some of the messages that was released, and information announcement that was made uh, today, so that we can be able to also uh, learn more about our project. So you understand that the core of any financial ecosystem is, you'll be talking about loan, you'll be talking about interest paid by creditors, and also you'll be talking about stable coin. So stable coin, that's when you're talking about the cryptocurrency in general. So any financial ecosystem is what many of us will be looking at is, can I get a loan? Can I be able to get an interest? What is the interest paid to the creditors? And also you look at the stable coin. What can I achieve, or what can I use a stable coin to? Uh, in what way can I benefit from stablecoin? You understand that MANTRA DAO also is planning to launch stablecoin. As we move on, you will understand what is the stablecoin of MANTRA DAO is trying to achieve, and what is the benefit that those the community members will try to achieve by holding the token, or by stake, or by whatsoever they want to use that token for. And we have been able to establish the fact that MANTRA DAO is built on, or is set to launch its mainnet on the parachain built by RioDev, which is RioChain. All right. And like I mentioned in some of our previous episodes, I give you a clarity um, the RioChain ecosystem and letting you know that is a tool that is an infrastructure, or let me say, it is a tool that is being built on Polkadot so that projects can make use of these tools and be able to operate as a DAO, that is decentralized autonomous organization, to contribute to Polkadot ecosystem. So, and we are able to establish the fact that MANTRA DAO is on the path of becoming a decentralized autonomous organization by bringing in all financial ecosystem in one compartment, in one platform, and in achieving this, that is where Polkadot comes into being. So I will say the first, like I mentioned earlier, I said the first DeFi app on Polkadot is MANTRA DAO. And if that be the case, it means that RioChain as an infrastructure, or let me say a blockchain, as a blockchain, infrastructure tools that project can make use of and try to build their project on that blockchain, it means that RioChain should be the first blockchain that is being created on the on the Polkadot ecosystem as a tools for infrastructure for another project to build upon. Okay, so RioChain and MANTRA DAO, they work together. Why? If you have been following and you have been reading our white paper, you will understand that majorly all the advisors of RioChain, they are also part of the council member of MANTRA DAO. And even it will interest you to know that the owner, or let me say the co-founder of RioChain, is actually an advisor on MANTRA DAO project. I'm talking about James. So all these work hand in hand. When you hear RioChain, you hear MANTRA DAO. So anytime they are talking about RioChain or MANTRA is trying to talk about his project, there is no way we won't mention RioChain as a contributor, or let me say as a host that is hosting our platform, our application to be able to become a full decentralized autonomous organization that comprises of all financial ecosystem. So you can be rest assured that you can get a loan, can be rest assured that when you stake your tokens, you can get a passive income from this exercise. Now, you will ask, I know that there has been some questions that I've been receiving from community members asking me about the the what's it called now? They are talking about the staking reward adjustment. Yeah, the adjustment of rewards. Adjustment of rewards. People are asking a question about when you talk about a staking project and you talked about adjusting the reward of that particular project in terms of the annual reward that people get. What is the benefit that the community members, or let me say the stakers, are trying to achieve from these rewards? So I will try to let me try to go into like I said before, I will still explain the adjustment, because for now, presently, if you look at the staking reward adjustment in the file ecosystem in general, Mantra is part of project that I think is between top 1 to 5, is among top 1 to 5 that has that adjusted their rewards, the staking reward. So I will explain the benefit of when the reward is being adjusted positively and when it is being adjusted negatively. We are going to be looking at what are the benefits that we can achieve. Don't forget, these initiatives is for us to understand the DeFi system, the ecosystem, and also to give us the clarity about what MANTRA DAO is trying to achieve when you are comparing it to other DeFi projects. All right. So don't try to limit yourself to MANTRA DAO. This initiative is not limiting you to only MANTRA DAO, but is to show you so many information that surrounds DeFi platform and projects in general. So like I said, when you are looking at the website of Mantra DAO, you can navigate and see all things that we are doing, the project that we are presenting, the project that we are releasing to the community members, and you can easily navigate by going through the map app. So when you click your app, it's going to open another page for you on your web page, and it's going to activate, it's going to notify your MetaMask. If you are using PC, it's going to notify your MetaMask to connect your MetaMask, and before you can gain access into the app and see what is there. All right. So this is one of the accounts that I'm using. I've been using this account for clear explanation, to show you explanation of what Mantra DAO is doing. But before then, let me try. Like I said, I will explain. Uh, I will explain to you the adjusted rewards as well as the staking is concerned. I think we need to, let me see if I still have the okay, I think I have. So you can check the website. The website is stakingrewards.com. All this information as for your consumption. So it looks more like your it look more like your coin market cap website, whereby this one is for DeFi. It gives you the information about the rewards that follow each project. And you can see, you see Tezos, you see Cosmos, you see Cardano, you see Polkadot, you see Synthetics Networks, you see Kusama, you see Celo, and like that, you see all of them. Now, we are trying to look at our own Mantra DAO, and I can search through here. Let me see. I can search through here Mantra DAO. So we want to check the adjustment, right? We want to check the adjustment. So we have every information about our project here. Okay, we have we have the monthly reward. Okay, we have the reward is at 88.8%, and at the moment it has been adjusted to 40.32%. And when you are talking about adjustment of rewards, now when you have an adjustment of reward negatively, that is decreasing, if it is decreasing, it means that there are more people entering or contributing to the staking. The staking pool is increasing. And the more the staking pool is increasing, the more valuable that token is. And it means that there is high possibility for the price of that token to go up. Are you getting it now? To go up. So the staking reward will start to adjust itself because there are more pool entering into the uh, pool of the staking pool of the entire MANTRA DAO staking pool. Are you getting it now? So, and the more they put in all those tokens to stake it and save it there, the more you have scarcity of that token in circulation. Remember, there is a circulating um, supply of our token, and this circulating supply is what is still circulating, and people are getting this token and staking it. They are getting it and staking it, and the more they stake, the more the pool of stake increase, and as it's increasing, there will be an adjustment in the reward, so that there will not be more so that there will not be more token that the reward, like let me say they are still giving you 88.8 blah blah blah, the token will continue to increase. And as the token increase, just like what happened to dollar when coronavirus started, then and there was a release of trillions of dollar printed again. They reprinted it just to tackle the issue that is on ground, and it actually is going to drop the value of such currency when you have too many. Why is Bitcoin getting value? Why? Because Bitcoin has limit. It cannot go beyond 21, and you can see what is in circulation before you can get Bitcoin. If you have 0.1 Bitcoin, you know the value of that token. So when the reward is adjusted, is giving value. If reward is adjusted negatively, is giving value for that token, and is a positive sign that that token will gain more um, more strike, or let me say more increase in the price of that token. If you have been, if you started with us initially, when you started with us, you know the price of MANTRA DAO token OM, and you can try to look at the price at the moment. You can look at the price at the moment. So looking at the price of OM at the beginning, and you that already accumulate more, you will be at the positive side at this moment. Why? Because no matter the adjustment of the reward that you are getting from your token that you stake, you know that the value of the token you have is increasing. And again, when you look at the development around MANTRA DAO project, you will understand that there is every possibility for this token to skyrocket. Now, I'm not preaching to you to buy token. I'm not preaching to you to buy OM. I'm only telling you or showing you the potential that MANTRA DAO project has. Now, recently, today only, we released two announcements. Two announcements was released, and the first announcement was about another validator nodes that we try to join, or let me say we open, and we open it to the community member to start delegating their tokens, Atom tokens, to the wallet of MANTRA DAO on Cosmo. Remember, I've shared with you also that when you begin to look at all these validator nodes that we are trying to partner with different lending projects, it's actually giving you notification that our MANTRA pool release, or the launch of our MANTRA pool, is just very close by. Now, for those of you that are just joining for the first time to understand what the MANTRA pool is all about, MANTRA pool is just like a pool, or let me say, let me give you let me explain it in a way that you will understand it. MANTRA pool is more like, let's say you have a wallet, an empty wallet, and this empty wallet, what you open this wallet to serve a particular purpose, and this wallet is empty. Something needs to go into that wallet, because what you want to use that wallet for is to use it to give rewards to community members. Whatsoever that is inside that wallet is what you want to use to give reward incentives to the community members. All right. And I told you again, becoming a community member is not by you by you joining the Telegram group, or by you following our Twitter page, or by you contributing to giving a clap on our Medium blogs or whatever, but it's actually for you to have a stake, a token, OHEM. When you have OHEM token in your wallet, then you are a community member, or you are a shepherd. Are you getting it now? So what I'm saying in essence is the Mantra Pool wallet, the empty wallet that I'm trying to explain to you, needs something to go inside so that it can benefit the community members. So all these validator nodes that we are trying to open with third-party projects, Cosmos, Caval, Chainlink, and so many of them, we have joined two now as at this morning, or as at today being 30th of November. We joined two. We joined two. We have two accounts, or two validator nodes at the moment that we joined. And I hope I'm communicating. If I'm not communicating, because I can't see you guys typing. If I'm not communicating, please try to notify me. Yeah, I will try. I will explain to you. All right. Now, a validator node is just like a mining system. Is just like a mining system. What I mean by mining system, now, when you talk about Bitcoin, you have miners, and miners are the one that validate transactions, that confirm transactions that people are sending to the blockchain of Bitcoin. Are you getting me now? So we call them miners. So without miners, there are no transaction confirmation. All right. So they verify a wallet that is sending 1 Bitcoin, whether it has that 1 Bitcoin, and confirm that 1 Bitcoin is sent to another account, another wallet that they are sending it to. So they are the one that validate transactions. So that is miners for Bitcoin. Are you getting me now? For Bitcoin blockchain. Now, when you talk about smart contract, and you talk about staking, or let me say smart contract. Smart contract, you are talking about Ethereum blockchain. All right. And when you talk about Ethereum blockchain, what is keynote to Ethereum blockchain is staking, proof of stake. Why Bitcoin is proof of work. And that is why they call it miners. You mine to get a reward. You get a reward pool or mining pool. You get it, mining reward. That is a block reward. Let me use it that way. Now, for stakers, or let me say for Ethereum blockchain, we call it proof of stake, or they call it delegated proof of stake. And in this system, you talk about validators. You are not talking about miners. Ethereum is dealing with validators. Validators are like people that it can be an organization, it can be an individual that try to now have a particular stake within an ecosystem of a project. Let me give you an example. Now, when you look at Cosmos as a project on Ethereum blockchain, Cosmos that you see, we have a stake on Ethereum blockchain. A stake in the sense that they will have a certain amount of Ethereum that they invested in Ethereum blockchain to confirm transactions on Ethereum blockchain. So a stake that they have on Ethereum blockchain will be fetching them a reward, just like you, that you stake your OHEM or MANTRA DAO. You are more like a validator. You are more like somebody that has a stake within that ecosystem. So anytime you are staking a token on a project, you stake a token, it means that you are part of that ecosystem and you are contributing to whatsoever that is happening in that ecosystem. So a validator will always get or receive reward as a validator. Are you getting me now? So just like the English is validator, you are validating transactions within the ecosystem. You are giving, you are providing that, or you have a stake with. So we have Mantra is, I think we have, for now, we have over 5 validators node with different projects. Now we have with Kava, and for us to have a validator node with Kava, it means that we open wallet on Kava project's ecosystem. Are you getting it now? So that wallet that we open on Kava project, we are contributing and we are assisting the network of Kava, meaning that we will have a Kava token in the wallet that we open with them, that we will stake in their ecosystem to run their project, to help their project, to help their transactions and validate some of their some of their transactions that is happening within the ecosystem. All right. So all these the stake that we are now rendering to them will fetch us a reward, just like how is fetching you a reward as a staker or MANTRA DAO. So the validator node that we open with Kava will fetch Mantra reward. And for us to receive more rewards, we now said, okay, community members, you can join us. Let's join force together. If you have Kava token, send it to Mantra DAO pool on Kava. Send it to Mantra DAO wallet on Kava ecosystem. All right. So all those Kava tokens that is being sent to Mantra wallet on Kava project will not be like, let's say Mantra DAO has 200,000, let's just say 200,000 Kava token that is being staked on Kava staking pool as a validator. We are rendering we are as a validator node. Now we now call the attention of the community members to also join force. And if you have your Kava, send it to our wallet. So as they send it to the wallet of Mantra, the tokens that Mantra DAO will be having on Kava as a Kava token will not start increasing from 200,000, can increase to 500,000, being the fact that there are contributors from the community members. So the reward that Mantra DAO will now be generating will increase. And because you are part of this, you are part of the contributor on Kava, not now on Mantra DAO, now on Kava. Now, Mantra DAO is going to reward you, Hohem, and at the same time, you will still get reward as a staker on Kava ecosystem. So you have two rewards you are receiving. So the same thing applicable now. Now, we have, like I said, early hour of today, it was announced that Mantra DAO now has a validator node with let me see. I think I opened with Cosmos Atom, and Cosmos is a lending platform. And I also mentioned to you that all these lending platforms that we are trying to network with, if you have been following with, if you have been checking out our white paper, you understand that we categorically talked about Mantra Pool, and we said that Mantra Pool will be launched alongside with the third lending platform. When we try to bring in the lending platform into existence and we launch it, then you know that the Mantra Pool is going to follow that lending. And Cosmos is, let's see now, this is the result. This is the latest announcement. We have integrated Razor Network Oracle for secure price feed. So this is the latest information that just released, like this is 5 hours ago. This is 5 hours ago. And the one I was talking about is Cosmos MANTRA DAO. This is a validator that was released around like that's 6 hours ago. 6 hours ago. So we activated this in preparing. You see now, they said in preparing for rollout of OM reward to MANTRA validators. All right. So all these validator knows that we are like I was trying to explain our MANTRA pool. Don't forget. So all these validator knows that we have activated on all these our partners and trying to see how we can contribute to their ecosystem. It's giving us a solid foundation, and also is also giving us rewards, because as we just like when you stake on MANTRA DAO, you get reward as a staker. So as a validator node provider that is being activated on all these projects, on all this ecosystem, MANTRA will start to generate rewards. So these rewards from different validator nodes will go into MANTRA pool, which I just explained to you. Literally, I said is an empty wallet. So all these rewards are going into MANTRA pool, and this reward is now what is going to be used to share, or let me say, to give out for every community members. And you will definitely enter the pool before you can get the reward. So if, like I said, if you have been following if you check our white paper very well, you will understand what MANTRA pool is trying to do. So every week is a week for community members to get something as incentives, rewards from MANTRA pool. Of course, we need to enter, we need to maybe get tickets or whatever. All this information are what is lined up. You will see it clearly, and it is also what the community member can deliberate upon as a like write a proposal, vote on it, and we contribute and we say, okay, this is what we want. This is how we want this pool to operate. So MANTRA give everyone a say, and at the same time give you a moment to be able to get passive income for yourself. And that is why we said MANTRA DAO is working towards full decentralized autonomous organization, and it's going to be what is going to benefit everybody. Last week also we were able to yeah, I think I'm back now, right? Yeah, sorry guys. Okay, we can continue. Let me also in the next few minutes, I'm going to be accommodating questions. So and I was trying to talk about. I said last week we were able to launch our that's our shops for December is just at the corner. By tomorrow now we enter the last month in the year 2020, and we'll be saying goodbye to 2020 in the next 31 days. So we launch our Sherpa, and it has been. How many of you have checked the website? How many of us check out the website to see what is there? Yeah, I know that there are so many of us that have not checked the website. So you can just check check it out and see what we are cooking out. Like we said, or like I said earlier, Mantra DAO is trying to give everybody, as in give us comfort, so that you can leverage, you can check anything you feel like doing. You can just go into the platform and do it, and you are relaxed and you buy things, you send money, you save your money, and you are expecting reward at the end of every month. You are getting something. So in fact, every week you can go through, say, Shepherd platform and earn a point. And by the time that everything we have settled down with all these things, you can convert a point to your money and withdraw it. So many things lock up with Mantra DAO. And so you can just go there, shop, and use your OM, buy, sell, buy, and enjoy yourself. Okay. And like I was saying, the last thing I'm going to talk about, I'm just going to talk about, there was a question that was asked from, there was a question that was asked from uh, somebody on my DM, and he was asking about the liquidity provider. The liquidity provider on this last one, on this Uni OM/ETH. So he was asking about the reward that he takes some certain amount of OM. I mean, sorry, he provide liquidity of certain amounts of OM on using Uniswap, but when he try to check what is showing, the rewards, or let me say, it's not reward, the token itself has reduced, and person was trying to ask that what has happened that the OM reduced when he provide, let's say you provide 200 and you just discover that you now have like 180 instead of 200, you know, on your liquidity that you provide initially. So we need to understand what liquidity is, but this class is not for us, it's not for me, it's not class. This discussion period is not for me to explain how liquidity works. It's just to give you just a clarity of something. Now, when you provide liquidity, every liquidity you provide is going to give you LP, which is LP token, which is a reward for providing that liquidity. So that reward of providing that liquidity, you need to set that LP to action. You need to set that LP to action, because if you don't set that LP to action, you may lose reward of you providing liquidity. So it is that LP that has been given as a reward as cover up for whatsoever loss you may want to, you may see on your liquidity you provide. So take for example, you provide 200 OM, like I said, and your token has when you check it now is reduced to 180. Why? Because there was a price increase in that particular token. So by any time you see a token that you provide liquidity increase, there is possibility that the token you have that you provided will drop, will reduce. Because we agree with me that the way liquidity work is the trade, when you provide liquidity, let's assume as I provide OM liquidity now, the way it works is whatsoever transaction, whatsoever trade that happens on Uniswap, anyone that is trying to swap OM for Ethereum on Uniswap, I have a cut because I'm providing liquidity. I have 0.3% cut of reward on every trade that is being made on that token. Are you getting it now? So every percentage that I'm getting is going to enter into the pool again, enter into the pot. I already have a stake, or let me say percentage reward as a result of providing liquidity. But don't forget again, I said that you will be given a reward, LP reward, as a result of providing liquidity, which you need to set in action. And that is what I set in action here. This is the reward that was given to me. I was given 6.0 uni OM as my liquidity reward for providing OM liquidity on my Uniswap. So I have to stake this token, and because I stake this token now started generating the percentage 61.63 percentage in OM is what I'm not generating from the OM, from the liquidity I provided. So that is how it works. That is how it works. So we need to understand what liquidity is, how liquidity works. Then it works for all projects, but it has different attachments. So we need to understand the liquidity of the token you are providing, so that you understand what you need to do to generate rewards for yourself. Okay, and I think I've been able to. So loan is coming very soon. Loan is coming very soon, and lending is just very close by, because we are already experiencing. We have been seeing that we have partnership with different tokens, and for Cosmos to come in, that means, for us starting a validator node, activating our validator node with Cosmos, know that something is about to happen. Then governance, we have started a soft governance, of which we are still open for the hard governance, but we have already go live using snapshots, and you can do your votes, you can check proposals, you can vote on proposals, and the rest like that. And the mantra pool is where you can get incentive every week. Then Karma reputation, for now we are making use of the Shepherd platform, whereby many of us can benefit and get points for ourselves. And I know that there are so many of us that already start gaining reward as a shepherd. I know many of us have been gaining reward. So you go in, you register, everybody can register, anyone can register and become a shepherd. So you just need to fill this and wait for approval. You fill this and wait for approval. And when the approval has been done, you can click, you activate activation link that is being sent to you, and you can start making use of the platform to generate reward for yourself. So now I will go through some of your questions, and I'll go through some of your questions. So I just want to log in so that you can see how the platform looks like. So this is a platform, and I so far so good. I have been able to generate 135 points. So we have the platform here, and you have activities that you can go into and start participating and get reward. And there are ranks, there are rewards, and your profile, what you have done, settings. So you have so many things you do, go through it, and you can be able to at least get rewards for yourself. Mantra is all about reward. Everything that we do is all about reward, but your engagement is important. So I'll be looking at some of your questions, and I'll be attending to them. So if you have questions, you can drop them on the chat corner. And if you want to talk also, you can just notify, and I will be able to call you on mic, you can speak. So like I said, the first decentralized application that is built on RioChain infrastructure is MANTRA DAO. And at the same time, MANTRA DAO app is the first DeFi app that is built on Polkadot ecosystem. And we are a community-led platform whereby users can be able to stake, can be able to lend, can be able to borrow, and can be able to govern in a decentralized manner or in a decentralized way. So you are all welcome to the community. I know that there are so many of you that are already a member, and start engaging. So, and I know in the nearest future, you will have a testimony of joining Mantra at the early stage. Okay, so I'll be looking at some of your questions, and I see one question sometimes ago. Let me see. Okay, please, can I have a list of all validator nodes with Mantra DAO? Of course, yes, you can have them. You can have them. You can have them. You can have them. So I'm going to how do I do this? How do I do this? The very first one, majorly, if you check Mantra DAO website, we have the list of them, but if you check our what is it called now? Our blogs. On our blog, we have few of them. I think we have few of them. Let me see. But I've talked about cover. All right. So let's just try to look at uh, um, we have a quite number of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share all the list of them at the end of this class. I'm going to share it for us on our Telegram, okay? On our Telegram. I'm going to share it with us. I'm trying to look for it, but that you don't worry. So like I said, if you check most of these things, if you check most of our blogs here, there are some things that we can lay our hands upon, okay? And lay our hands upon them for better understanding. But like I said, I will share the list of them with you at the end of the class. Okay. Um, 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 so you can try to ask your questions so that I can be able to answer them all. And be able to answer them all. So, and I hope that you guys are able to you are able to pick one or two things tonight. And I didn't sincerely I did not really so I would love to have your questions. I would love to have your questions. I would love to have your questions. So bring your questions. Let your questions start coming in. Okay, I have a question. Okay, first question here says, if I'm to buy stuff from the Mantra DAO store, how will I get it, sir? How will you get it? It's going to be cheap now. It's cheap now. You are asking, don't worry. We can. Is one of the major things I will need to discuss also with the council member. Okay, so is what we need to discuss with council member, because I know that there are so many of us that want to buy something and we are in Nigeria, we are in Uganda, we are in Africa, and we are thinking of how will all these things get to us. So don't worry, we will look at how to sort out that. Okay, and RioChain is what infrastructure? Yes, let me try to. I think I explained it when I was trying to give you overview. I was trying to tell you that when you look at when you look at a financial system in general, and you look at let me see how I can explain it to you to get it clearly. You look at Ethereum. Ethereum provided a smart contract whereby many other projects can plug in. Are you getting it now? And start releasing their dApps. Now, but there are limited. I mean, I said there are limited, but all these projects are limited, and that is what Polkadot try to pick out. They are limited to have a chain link on a parallel, let me say parallel parallel chain to connect with other blockchains and to solve scalability problems and some other stuff like that. Now, and transactions and the how will I put it now? The speed, transaction speed. All right. Now, so when you look at the infrastructure we are talking about an infrastructure whereby it's more like a blockchain that comprises of all the tools that blockchains are making use of. You talk about wallets, you talk about dApps, you talked about so you can create your dApps, your applications on RioChain because it's a tool. When you say a tool, it means that you can pick that tool and use it to build something. So RioChain is an infrastructure, is an architectural financial ecosystem. Are you getting me now? It has a defined system within that infrastructure, within that that ecosystem that they create. Are you getting it now? So it's just like a collection of a network. They build a tools that projects can come and fetch from and use it to build something. Are you getting it now? So that is that reason why I say is an infrastructure tools, or let me say is an infrastructure financial ecosystem whereby DeFi projects can come in and build their dApps on that infrastructure and build their dApps by making use of that tool to create their dApps, to create their, they can bring about DeFi. Like let's assume now that Uptrend is looking at, okay, they are looking at a blockchain whereby they can try to create their dApps and let people start to stake using that dApps, or they can start to now that infrastructure or that tools can host them, and we can try to operate from that tools, making use of that tools. So that is what RioChain is. RioChain is a blockchain. It's a blockchain, but that blockchain is a parachain of something, the substrate of Polkadot. Are you getting it now? It's operating on Polkadot. Why? So that it can connect with other blockchain. It can network with other blockchains like EOS, Tron, Ethereum, and the rest like that, and you can be able to transact easily. So that is a function. That's the reason why you have RioChain still as a substrate of Polkadot. All right. I think I've been able to explain that. What's the difference between lending and staking on MANTRA DAO? Good question. Now, staking on MANTRA DAO has huge, how will I say it now? Has huge advantage and benefit. Benefit one, you have advantage of getting airdrops from different partnership we have. Are you getting it now? So when you stake, it gives you that part, whatsoever Mantra is doing, whatsoever validator node we are providing, whatsoever partnership we are having with a project, in as much you have a stake within that ecosystem, whatsoever benefit that project that we are trying to partner with is given to the community member, you will be the first person to be a partaker. Are you getting it now? There was a time, there was Burnley, we partner with Burnley, and when we partner with Burnley said they want to give eye drops. It's not Mantra now. Burnley said they want to give eye drops to every staker. every MANTRA DAO staker. It means that you as a staker, you are only providing and you are only staking OHM and you are expecting reward of 88.8 at the end of whatsoever staking you are reward you are getting every day. That's just what you're supposed to get as a reward. But because MANTRA has networks, has branches, network with different projects, those projects that we are partnering with, they can decide that today they want to do they want to give out eye drops, and that eye drops, MANTRA DAO council members, they always focus it on the stakers. So that is the first benefit you have. So you have benefit to get high drops from different projects that we partner with. That's number one. Number two, as a staker on our platform or as a OHM staker, you have benefits of getting a reputation. Your reputation increase. You will understand reputation, increase in reputation by the time the lending platform is released. Because as a staker, you will have that edge to be able to be considered to lend a particular token. And don't forget, MANTRA DAO project, our lending platform is not only based on Ethereum-based token. We don't base the lending, that is, you cannot only say you want to lend token now. You can only lend from MANTRA DAO, you can only lend OHM. No. Because of we have different networks with lending platforms. So we have third-party lending platform that we connect with, that you can easily get a loan from them, you can lend from them, and you can only lend from them because you are staking, because your reputation is increasing. As you stake, you have a reputation being increased. So all these are the benefits you have. And also, as a staker, you have a say to vote. Because we said MANTRA DAO is a community governed platform. So if you don't stake, you don't have a say within the community. We just completed an airdrop of Poker Starter, and it's as a result of the people that stake, that has mouth, people that have token that they stake, and they voted that this is what they want. They want the airdrop to be shared equally to all stakers, and the council members follow the decision of the community members. So as a staker, you have a say. So I've mentioned 3 benefits that you have. And also, of course, as a staker, you also have a say. I mean, you also have a part in the MANTRA pool when the MANTRA pool is released. So you have so many benefits, and it's so different from other platforms when you look at the staking platform that they are operating with. And again, don't forget, as a staker also, you have I want to say something now and just escape my mind. So there are so many benefits you have as a staker. So take note of this, and let me look at some questions. So I understand. Please, can you repeat the statement that you talked about RioChain being the first infrastructure of MANTRA DAO also? Please, can you repeat the statement? I think I've been able to repeat that statement, and you get the clarity. But if you still want me to repeat it again, I will repeat it. I said that the first decentralized application that is built on RioChain infrastructure is MANTRA DAO. All right. The first decentralized application that was built on RioChain infrastructure is MANTRA DAO. And I said, and also mentioned that is a community-led platform. That is MANTRA DAO is the community-led platform whereby users can be able to stake and can be able to lend and can be able to borrow and also govern in a decentralized manner, or let me say in a decentralized way. So that's what the MANTRA DAO is for everybody that is just joining us and trying to understand. So I understand that MANTRA DAO being the first dev platform on Poker.ecosystem. Okay, so I think I've been able to give you that. So RioChain is brought in place to solve scalability problem. Don't try to don't try to don't try to confuse yourself. Now, Polkadot ecosystem is the main thing here, and Polkadot comes in order to solve scalability problem. Or are you getting it now? In order to solve scalability problem. All right. Like I mentioned to you, for those of you that have been following us, I try to explain to you the functionality of Polkadot, and I give you clear picture of what Polkadot is actually. Polkadot, if you look at it very well, focus um, on developers. They focus more on developers. Are you getting it now? So developers are the one making use of Polkadot, so they can easily create their dApps and try to bridge it with different blockchains. Why? Because Polkadot give them that leverage, give them that platform to play with whatsoever they want to play with when they are building. When they are building, and it so make it easy for their transactions to go to speed up. Their transaction is with speed. So scalability problem, when there are too many transactions, there will not be jam packed, because there will not be problem of delay. Why? Because that is what Polkadot is set to solve, which Ethereum is facing. Pending transactions, different transactions error. Why? Because there are too many transactions ongoing within the blockchain. All right. And that reason why Ethereum want to come out with 2.0. But Polkadot, last week I tried to explain to you that Gavin Wood, who is the founder of Polkadot, is the main chief financial officer of Ethereum before he pulled out in 2016. Why? Because of Ethereum 2.0 that was delayed, that was giving him frustration, that was making it's more like they don't want to develop it, and he pulled out to create Polkadot.